Turn that on. All right. The time is 9:08 a.m. April 8th, 2025. Let's get to it. So I woke up because it was bioweapons, like forbidden from talking about last night. But I've got to make some sense here as I shout over a sound machine. First and foremost, to my international folks out there, remember when the missiles fall on everyone's head, French fry huts burnt to a crisp. It's the good military. I say this no matter what because of stuff and things that I'm just not going to shout over so much noise. Today on April 8th, the noise here is fucking record setting, but it's happened 1,000 times before. Okay? My question scientifically is seriously, it's a serious question. With my motor skills just shot. How the fuck is a species like this still alive, dude? But that's for later because right now they're still alive and they're just tyrant barbarians. They cannibalize, cruise down the street, and their cars are on the sidewalk with their stomachs filled with human remains. The military who puts everybody into French fry huts burnt to a crisp, that's a big reason why. We are walking distance, these cannibals cruise and walk from the White House. I've seen countless military members enter into here. I can't talk about it, so I don't need to state a case. Especially, why would I shout over this thing? I sleep with this thing, the sound machine. My motor skills are gone. It's just not going to go well on camera trying to do that. Okay, so that's covered, okay, for the April 8th memo today. The noise here is so fucking heinous. I noticed it. Oh, man. It's like it's intensified today. And what's funny is they are actually, I know it, I witnessed it, I was out there. They are pumping that tunnel with massive chemical and bioweapons, and then the people here are so retarded. They still cruise every way they can to show that they are in power, right over exposing themselves to fucking deadly lethal bio and chemical agents right over those sewer drains on 15th and S. And they run their cars, every car, and everything on the road, okay? My motor skills are shot. So to try to describe and explain it only makes me sound bad. So that's why I keep demanding this question. Scientific can't be ignored. How the fuck are people this stupid still alive? Well, they're not. There's a major bio and chemical exposure. Some of them are definitely probably dying in their homes or in the hospitals. At this point, yeah. I don't know exactly how this shit works. So when it's coming up from that tunnel, it depends on how much a person's exposure was. But it will end up in illness and death. So that's the end equation here. That's the final equation. I can't shout everything I say and think anymore, okay, over a sound machine. I'm not going to do that. I'm certainly not going to do that on a fucking videotape. Okay, so what I'm supposed to say on April 8th is you have Crypto King, who's a white terrorist, down the street from a savage, barbaric ISIS chemical weapons compound, where they have cannibals that they protect and harbor with all these neo-Nazi terrorists that drive in and out. Okay, we know the deal here. And now it's gotten so bad, it's gone out onto the city, where they're gassing that tunnel they built. They're using every kind of fucking gas they can on S Street. And the people who are domestic terrorists, that's what they're classified as, keep walking over the same contaminated zone in a tantrum or some sort of insistence that they are powerful and can't be hurt. Even when they walk through a factual, legal war zone, like you are walking through a biological and chemical weapons zone, but you're gonna do it to prove you can't be hurt. That is why I keep saying, how is anyone this stupid still alive? Well, you can't prove that, dude. You want to expose yourself to, I was out there, that's how I know it. I went out there on the street, and I came back, and when I was allowed, it was multiple hours later, I said I have to say something because they're definitely doing it. I've known it, but it's getting so bad with the gassing that tunnel, so big and bad, and a lot of the gas, a lot of the time, that I can't, with conscience and ethics, not say something, because I'm thinking, what if some idiot wants to come and see this, and they weren't really evil, and they flew in here from Wichita, Kansas. Who knows? They're just an idiot. They need to be imprisoned and put away for 5 years for being such a stupid fucking idiot. But they didn't deserve to die, and they certainly don't deserve to die over a fucking chemical weapons war zone. And they're so stupid they come to us in 15 and they walk over those water drains, sewer drains. I just can't. That's my conscience. I just think about this shit. So I said what I said, but the town folk, the terrorists that are here, my motor skills, please bear with me. They keep insisting it can't happen to them. Like, whoa. So you got the most stupid fucking people here. So the ones that keep exposing themselves factually won't. The hospitals will cover it up. The press will cover it up. But you get enough people that keep exposing themselves, that's going to be, a bit of a problem for the press and the hospitals to keep covering hundreds and hundreds of people if it goes on too long. Oh yeah, look, I'm not making this up. That's how bio and chemical weapons work. If half your town wants to keep exposing themselves, you need to prepare for that, Donald Trump. What you're going to put in the paper that day, at some point, Donald Trump, Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton. What's the other ones that want to go on TV? Kamala Harris. What other ones keep on going on TV? Oh, Obama. All your fans on TV need to know what's going on. Everyone's getting sick, some are dying. They keep coming to the same area. Now get a plan to cover that up. Donald Trump, you're in power right now, right? You're in power, right? I know you don't really think you are, though. If you hear this, I don't know what you listen to down there. You're not in power. You're a terrorist who refuses to stop attacking my country as you sit in federal property waiting to be cuffed and arrested and dragged out of it. With all your crazies that scream, "Don't tread on me. I'm bringing a pistol into the Congress building. Don't tread on me. I'm not leaving. It's my right. I'm an American." Right? That's what you're doing. Okay, the second thing I'm supposed to say on April 8th is your Crypto King protects cannibals who are harbored and aided and abetted in an ISIS chemical weapons terrorist compound, walking distance from the White House. So we have Biden and we have Trump that both do it. Trump's more guilty than Biden because he did it his first run and he's doing it his second run. And Trump is more guilty than Biden because he set it up. All right. Because of the fact that this terrorist down the street, sitting 6 blocks from me, is still capable and able to run his headlines and go on TV, because of that fact, the rest of the world, I'm talking my international audience, is sitting there crying like a crippled baby because Crypto King Cannibal put the rest of the world into economic money, your bank account, your money to buy milk and eggs. He put everybody in the whole world into economic catastrophe. And all that you do is cry like a crippled baby in China. You sit around screaming like a crippled baby in North Korea. You sit around crying and screaming like a helpless little crippled baby in Europe. You sit around in Russia crying like a naked little crippled helpless baby. No! But you're not even old enough to talk. You're just a little helpless naked baby. Crying because Crypto Cannibal King took all your fucking baby food away. You don't do anything. Crypto King Cannibal is still sitting there on TV with all your fucking money. And what does he do with it? He starts putting billions into the Pentagon now instead of Ukraine. They're just taking all your money away one way or another. What did I say about Americans? They steal, rob, kill, and lie from anyone they can, and they don't feel bad about it. And why do they do that? To take it off for themselves. And what did they just do again? They just took all your little crippled baby food away because you're not doing shit to defend yourselves. You're a starving baby now. You're naked and starving and crying. Just took all your baby food away. You're sitting there crying about it like a baby. Doing nothing but a baby. I can't do anything. I can't. Crypto King took all my baby food. I'm a naked little helpless fucking crippled baby. Crypto King. He just sent billions of dollars to the Pentagon. That was my baby food money. Look at me not do shit. Look at me starve and die because Cripple King took it all away. All my baby food money. I'm a naked, helpless little baby. I never saw that fucking comment. No, did he put it in the paper? I'm too fucking young to read. I'm a little baby. I can't even talk. Helpless little crippled baby with no baby food. Crypto King took it all, gave it to the Pentagon. It's sitting there. Billions of dollars. All your baby food money is there. You're too crippled and naked and too young and such a baby, you'll never fight for yourselves to do shit about it. And he'll just keep eating all the food. He'll take all that baby food and he'll eat it all. He'll buy McDonald's hamburgers. You won't do shit about it. You haven't yet. He'll put it in the newspaper. Look at me with all your baby food money. It's in the Pentagon now. We're just shoveling it around. No more billions for Ukraine. It's billions for the Pentagon now. As we cause an economic catastrophe for all of you little naked, screaming, crippled babies. Helpless, doing nothing to save yourselves. Nope, not Jack. So I'm supposed to say that today on April 8th. I'm also supposed to say this. The show will go on to my international viewers and to my like 40% of decent Americans who now have no money, no future, no homes, no job, complete and utter grapes of wrath. Economic catastrophe is coming and is happening. It's worse than 2000 and whatever year I remember that. You'll have nothing. You'll be on the sidewalk because Crypto King Cannibal took all your fucking money and future away, caused a global economic catastrophe, and still sits on the newspaper talking about how rich he is. But you don't do anything. No, you just sit there and cry like crippled, naked little babies. Every day. That's all any of you do. From the Middle East to the Bahamas. Everybody a crippled, helpless, now starving baby. Crypto King has it all. Crypto Cannibal King with his McDonald's Happy Meal. You can read that as you starve to death because you chose to never do anything to fight for what you had. You just lost it all, and you still don't do anything about it. No, you're helpless, crippled, little naked babies. That's historical record. All right, what I'm supposed to say, and this I'll put out, it's probably all I'll say for the day. This military parade is a joke. The good military, who is very real and very present, I'm not going to shout and describe and explain over a sound machine, is not worried about this military parade. It's always an attack, an attack, an attack. Yeah, but Crypto King Cannibal never accomplishes that. What he has accomplished is putting the entire planet into global economic catastrophe. Not any of you from the Bahamas to the Middle East are going to have any fucking baby food, any money, any shit, nothing. But all of you will prove to me that you're going to sit there. You're going to sit there just crying like little babies. I don't have a lot of respect for people like that. No. But when it's the entire fucking world population, I gotta wonder what Jesus was ever telling me. Why do any of them stay? No, I do. I wonder that. But I'd wonder that after I am stunned by how the ones here are still alive. Because they cannibalize. Facts on paper. The noise they make, facts on paper. It is incredible that they are still alive. Now, when they started gassing their own sidewalk, which they are, I had to say something ethically. I couldn't be that conscious and aware of it. I'm not going to shout over a sound machine my testimony of how I know it. Just fuck this, okay? I know they're gassing the tunnel. You want to keep walking over the tunnel, that's your choice. You're not going to live through that and prove that you're invincible. But go ahead, keep doing that. Keep proving no. And what I'm telling the Crypto King Cannibal down the street and all his press is to get ready, because you're going to have hundreds of people at a very short, soon time that keep insisting on walking through this war zone with a tunnel that's getting gassed and gassed and gassed. You're going to have a lot of people showing up at your ERs and being DOA in their houses. But that's, you guys got to figure out your fucking cover story for that. And plan your military parade. So what I'm supposed to say on April 8th is that military parade, there will be no attack. There will be no attack. It will be utter and total and complete humiliation for that military that comes here, claiming to be, U.S. Army. Bring your tanks, bring your missiles, fashion it like a communist parade, fashion it however you want. Go ahead and fashion it like Adolf Hitler did, whatever feels good, Donald Trump. So you can take pictures and go on TV again and show the rest of these crippled babies around the world how you took all their baby food and they're starving now. Because no one will do anything to you. Not so far now. Okay, so you go ahead and send billions of dollars of all their baby food money to the Pentagon, gather all your cannibal military members, facts on paper, that's what they are, and you put them all in the same fucking place because you're such a genius, dude. Put them all here with your weapons. Put all your espionage associates with Iran running around saying they're press agents. Put them all here in one fucking place at one fucking time. That's real genius. Bring them all in the same place at the same time, Donald. And put them all on TV, okay? Put them all on TV. What it's going to be is going to be utter and total and complete monolithic humiliation for this wannabe military that comes here to parade themselves when they just took everybody's money and caused a global economic catastrophe. It's going to be total humiliation for this military. What they'll accomplish is a TV show. They will be on TV all day once again. Nothing else but TV. If they try to attack the country, they will be bombed to bloody shit. They know what I'm talking about, and so do I. Heidi Granger, will be sitting right here in the terrace compound. These things are a promise. Right here. I'll be here. They'll be down there on TV, and they'll get nothing done but another TV show when they just took everybody's money from the Middle East to the Bahamas, north, south, east, and west around the planet, caused a monolithic global economic catastrophe, and there they are on TV getting nothing fucking done. That's all that will happen, people. You've got to understand this. That's all this man will ever accomplish, is going on TV. And he'll advertise to all the screaming little starving naked babies around the world how he has every last penny you ever worked for. And he'll be on TV doing it. But you're screaming little naked babies, you'll never do anything to defend yourselves. And he'll never get anything accomplished except causing economic catastrophe. And it's going to be on endless TV. And that is what I'm supposed to tell you. And that's what I've been telling you. TV, 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 TV. It doesn't sound like a lot of smart babies in the planet, no. And this is what I say to Jesus. Why are they here? Why am I sitting here with this crap? Especially these ones. These ones who cannibalize and make this much noise should really be dying off a lot faster than they are. Okay, so that is what I'm supposed to say. I'll put up the headline of the military parade. It's the cooping military. They're never going to get anything done. If they want to come here and try to attack, they'll just be bombed to fucking bits. I'll be sitting here for the bombing. Does the international audience really find that surprising? That I'd be sitting in the terrace complex when the entire city was blown to fucking bits? Do you think this is a surprise I say this? It's going to be that, or it's going to be they go on TV, get nothing done, go wander back to their bases where they're cooping from in utter monolithic humiliation, and their crypto king who took their money too, who took their grandma's life savings, who took their grandma and put her on the sidewalk because her house just went under. Their crypto king is going to say, I've got all the baby food money. I was on TV today again. And that's all that will happen here because the babies around the planet can't do shit for themselves but cry to their mommy. Goodbye.